Hi, this is Mariana, the Soul Healer. Welcome back with the Soul Healer. Today I decided to speak about judgment. How people they are judging people, or sometimes we even judge ourselves. So usually people, when they judge someone, it's reflecting on themselves. When you are judging someone's behavior or manner or gesture, or you are judging the way he's living, you are not judging the person, you are reflecting, you are putting out the pain you are having inside. Usually you are talking about someone, but mostly it's the pain you are having inside you. Usually we call it mirror. Let me give you a very nice example. A pretty lady was sitting in a park drawing, and the gentleman doing jogging around. Of course, seeing a pretty lady, he made himself that he put his bag on the bench where the girl was sitting, and he started to exercise and do some jumping rope next to her. He was trying to approach the girl and talking to her when the girl didn't gesture anything, not movement, not turning her head, not like she was invisible. So the guy was still trying and trying. And then he started to do some more exercise. The girl didn't react in any way. Then the boy again, he sat on the bench and tried to approach her and talk to her that you are drawing nice. What's the meaning of the drawing? Are you coming every day in the park drawing? The girl didn't answer anything and no gesture, no movement, like the boy was not existing. So at the end, the guy, he got nervous and stood up, and of course he put out some bad words saying that, oh, all of you are the same, you think you are very special, you are very important, but at the end all of you are a woman, and so on. So he spoke a lot of things which came to his head, and then he left his bag on the bench and he kept running around the park. So the girl, she noticed that the guy stood up like in an angry way and left. So she was wondering in her head what's going on. So she decided to pull out a page where she was drawing on, and she wrote, "Sorry, but I am deaf." And she put the paper just under his bag. So when the boy came, he returned to the bench. He noticed that the girl is not there, and then he saw a piece of paper coming out from under his bag. When he took the paper, he looked at the drawing, and then he noticed some small words in the corner of the page. He said, "Sorry, but I am deaf." The boy, he felt so miserable because he misjudged her. So you see, sometimes we are judging people without knowing the reality. It's just what is in our head. So the boy, what he was saying, it was just in his head, was not the reality. So sometimes we are judging people without knowing the reality. We pretend that we know. We start to create and build a story. We come with different opinions and ideas. But most of the time, when we judge people or we criticize people, it's that we have an issue with us, not with that people. When we start to criticize them or judge them, it's exactly the pain you are having inside you without knowing. Think of any incident happening in your life. When you're talking about gossiping or judging, whatever you want to call it, and put out on a paper and see what you were saying about that person, if you can't remember. And believe me, if you make this exercise, you'll realize how many things you have to heal inside you before criticizing or judging some other person. So just put any incident you remember when you're criticizing or gossiping or judging someone, exactly what you were talking about that person, and then reflect back into your life, and you will discover, you will be stunned when you will discover that all these are in your life. It's something which you suffer from it. You have some pain down there, or you have something, you need to work on it. You have to correct this issue you're having with you, not with other people. It's not that that person you are criticizing, you're judging, has the problem. It's what you build in your subconscious and you start to put out in words as reality. But at the end, this is your problem you're talking about. So face it out. Do some research back into your behavior, and you'll discover that the person you are judging is just yourself. When we are talking about people, it's the pain we are having inside. It's the problem we are having it. So before criticizing or judging someone, look at yourself. The issue is with you, not with that person. I can give you another example to make a better reflection. Imagine you are visiting your friend and you have a nice conversation, and after your friend is leaving, you start to judge or create a story in behind, which I suppose you are not her friend. Because if you talk about her and just 5 minutes earlier it was your best friend, you can't criticize or judge someone. So you start to speak and put out opinion and judgment, and anything comes to your head. So after your friend left, you start to create in your subconscious from all the conversation you had together, and you start to criticize her and judge her and all these things. But face it out. All these things you're saying, is it about your friend or is it about you? The issue you're putting out is about your friend or is the pain you're having inside? And trying to judge that person, you feel that you boost, you elevate yourself, that you are much better. Are you? If you think you are better, take a piece of paper and put out exactly what the way you are judging people around you, and reflect back in your life. Are this issue in your life, or you are just trying to judge people and elevate yourself thinking that you are the best? But believe me, you have so many problems there. You have to get rid of it. So by understanding, when you're judging people and look back into a situation and put them out on a paper and reflect back into your life, you realize that all this issue is just you. It's in your life. It's not about the other person. So if you want to discover what problems you have in your life, start to put them out on a paper exactly the way you're judging your friend or whomever it is. The last person you remember you're judging or criticizing, put them out on a paper and you'll figure it out that all these problems are in your life. That will be a good moment when you can realize and learn not to criticize people, because at the end you are just putting on a paint out yourself, but in words. And by judging and criticizing others, you, in your subconscious, you think that you elevate your self-esteem, that you are perfect, when all these problems are in your life. If you like this video, don't forget to share and subscribe and press the bell to be notified with my new video. Till then, I love you with my heart. I hug you with my soul. Have a lovely day. Bye.